So the number one reason why I think intuitives and people who are sensitive to energy should work with sacred items such as tarot or crystals is that you are going to be exposed to energies everywhere you go, whether you like to be or not. People's energies, environments' energies, objects' energies, even celestial events' energies such as new moons and full moons will affect you. You have a choice. Either you choose to understand what you're feeling, know how to deal with it, know how to get through it because you know it's temporary, or you're just going to kind of fall victim to the different energies and the directions that they pull you in. I'm just speaking from my own experience. If you don't agree, that's perfectly fine. But I really think knowledge is power. So I'm going to make a couple of videos right now that are going to kind of explain the three main reasons why I think people who are sensitive and intuitive, and you know who you are, should be working with sacred items. Stay tuned. So based kind of on my own spiritual, mystical, educational, and life experiences, I've arrived at a philosophy where I believe that everything around us is made up of two parts. So the first part is the physical, visible, hard things that we can touch, which is all around me, even right now, in these trees, in the leaves, in everything. The second part is the invisible, which nonetheless, despite being invisible, permeates everything around me as well. By the nature of being sensitive, we are kind of privy to seeing and feeling both sides of reality, not just the physical. So we should accept that we have this gift of being sensitive, and we should explore it instead of being afraid of it and locking it away. By exploring the different energies and working with them, you are strengthening yourself to be able to live through the day where they just come at you from everywhere in the external and even internal world. The second most important reason why intuitives, but really everyone, should be learning tarot is that the tarot presents a lot of psychological information back from a time that predates modern psychology, modern psychiatry, and modern sciences of the mind. So it presents a lot of kind of our internal reality to us in a way that psychology doesn't normally do. So I've come across concepts in tarot that I've never come across in my psychology classes that really made me understand my own motivations better, the people around me, their motivations better, kind of the world. I almost could say it's like my blindfolds came off and I started seeing more of the true patterns of the outside world and my inside world. As an example, it could teach you more about feminine energy, masculine energy, the energy of a leader, the energy of someone who just wants to party, about discipline, about spirituality. It really presents ideas to you that you normally just do not think about in your everyday life. The third reason why I think intuitive should work with sacred objects, and tarot specifically, is that we could really use developing a spiritual daily practice that kind of helps us to center and ground even during turbulent times where, say, we're moving or a relationship is ending or a career is changing. We kind of have this place to go to ground ourselves so we can get through it, number one. And number two, it kind of helps us to understand and sense that there's a bigger pattern out there. There's something at work that was there before we were born and it's going to be there long after we're gone, and it kind of brings us a peace, which also helps to center and ground us, and from which we can continue our daily life.